Growing up, being the only child in my home, it was not easy to find children to play with. Every time I want to play, I had to go out of my house to find other kids to play with. So that gave me the idea of having my own children when I grow up. I love the kids so much that if in my neighborhood there was a family that has a newborn, I always wanted to be there to see the baby, to hug the baby, to cherish the baby as it was my own sibling. So, as that was my dream of growing up and having my own children, when I grew up, I got married and then was blessed with being pregnant with my first baby. During my pregnancy, because everything was going well, I never thought of something negative that could happen. So I got pregnant, the pregnancy went well, and then when my baby was born, he was instantly sick for a couple of weeks before he passes away. I was devastated. I never thought of something like that happening to me in my life. Before I got pregnant, during my pregnancy, I never thought of something like that happening to me. That taught me that in life, things never happen the way you want them to be. Always there are good things happening to us, but also bad things happen to us. So today, I'm going to share with you tips I have found very important in helping us being prepared for challenges that come our way in life. I'm going to share with you tips about acquiring knowledge, having a to go person, and practicing self care. First, acquiring knowledge is about asking information about the situation you are going through to see what people who have gone through the same situation have done to overcome them. So, this is so helpful because you don't feel alone. You see that something that has happened to you has happened also to someone else and they overcame it, which means you also will overcome it. Another thing is a have to go person. I have found that it is important to have someone that you go to when you have a load of problems, someone you find as your counselor, as your best friend. So the person you can tell them the problems you have, and then they listen to you, they try to calm you down, they give you advice, and then help you to relax. Another tip is practicing self care. When we have problems, we are most often overtaken by the situation of the problem that we do not think about ourselves. It is important to practice self care because if we do not do it, other problems are going to come, then we are going to be more in trouble or having more problems. Like in my situation, because I never took care of myself when my baby was in the hospital, I developed hypertension that I never had before in my life. If I had taken care of my mental, physical, psychological aspects, I would have never had that problem. But apart from having hypertension and other physical mild problems, that taught me that it is important to take care of ourselves when you have problems. I just discussed with you the tips to prepare As for the life challenging, acquiring knowledge, having a go-to person, and practicing self-care. As life never brings us only good things that we wish to have, as in life we have the ups and downs, it is good to know that also, even if we have challenges coming our way, there are ways to overcome them. And I have seen that another way to prepare is to think negatively, because if I have thought negatively about the situation that would happen when I was pregnant, when my baby was born and having life and health problems, I would have been prepared and thinking about the tips I just shared with you ahead of time, instead of just realizing these tips throughout the course of dealing with this problem. Thank you.